Hello loves, my name is Cupicate and welcome to a new WolfQuest series, one that I think many of us might have been waiting for, and this is Stigander's series. War is coming. So Stigandr has a great hatred for Crevice Lake after they killed his mother, after they ripped apart his sister, finding out about Aspen, who had also been killed. He has a great hatred embedded in his heart, and it burns like fire on his chest, and he can't let it go. He can't get past it, and he feels as though it is constantly whispering and hissing in his ear, telling him to go forth and take revenge. This will be our first true villain playthrough with a wolf, and I'm kind of excited. I'm also kind of horrified that I came up with a goal, quirk, flaw, and pack point that may actually cause us to lose pups, because Stigandr is building an army, not a family, and there's a difference. So let's get into that, but first, I want to thank Magix so much for doing the art for this series. As y'all know, I released a video talking about how I was having serious burnout, and Magix, along with many of you, immediately offered help. And I asked if she would not mind taking one art piece off my plate. And so the Stigandr art for this series was actually done by Magix. If you want her to do a commission for you, the link to her Instagram is in the description below. Commissions are open, so please go and get a commission from Magix. She's extremely talented and fast. But everyone give a huge shout out and love to Magix for making that art and taking something off my plate. It has helped me so much. It helped this episode get out today. All right, let's look at those goals, quirks, flaws, and pack points. So to start, we have our goal. The goal is called the Chosen One. This goal is for Stigandr to have at least one surviving heir, and he believes that that heir will be his strength in the war. So we may lose many pups, but to him it isn't a loss, it is a survival of the fittest kind of situation. If the pups die, then they weren't strong enough. That is how he's going to view this. His quirk is actually called survival of the fittest. He will not spend time with a sick pup. If the pup happens to recover because he is there, or if they recover on their own for any reason, then they were strong enough to live, and that's how he will view it. His flaw is called You Will Watch. This means that if there is an attack on the den, he will not wolf them into the den, essentially saying you're going to watch how to fight off a predator, you're not going to cower in the darkness. And yeah, I have a feeling we're going to lose pups. We may lose them all. That is a very serious reality, so just be prepared for that if it does happen. And then finally, for the pack points, this is called Join the Army or Die. So for every wolf he chases off is a point. However, I will have to roll to see if they are convinced to join him or to die. And so it will be a 50-50 chance. Below 50%, they will choose to join him. In other words, they didn't have enough will to run away or to fight back. If it's above 50%, that means he's going to kill them. And so, yeah, this is going to be an evil playthrough, I'm not going to lie. Also, another change is to the difficulty. Like we have the goddess's blessing, this is very similar, but it is one goddess. Bovar has taken a liking to Stigandr and his ways, and she believes that he may actually be something that could possibly take down Eartha's rule. And so Bovar is giving Stigandr a great blessing. Every episode that we roll, if he rolls a 1 and a 2, he has an easy day. If he rolls a 3, he has a challenging day. If he rolls a 4, it's an accurate day. On those days, it means that Eartha is fighting back. But he's still gonna have it easier than any other wolf I think we've ever had. Yeah. So this is gonna be fun! Let's get into it. So the first order of business, obviously, as he looks out onto the lands of Lost River, where he's found himself after leaving his family, he wants to find a powerful mate, one that will give him powerful pups. So she's gonna have to prove herself. This may be a couple episodes of us looking for a mate because he's gonna be very, very picky. Also, I want to add, even though the aging system is very specific in WolfQuest, Steigander left at just over a year old. He decided to disperse right away, so even though he will turn 3 in the game, he's actually turning 2, similar to how we did Dawn and Aurora. So just ignore his age for now, because he's younger. The reason that we're doing this is so that Steigander, Willow, and Charm will be in Lost River all at the same time. Thanks to Cat Dad helping me out, we were actually able to get a successful timeline put together where things made sense and they will all be there. And it will play a very, very specific part in both of the other series. So right away, Steigander smells an elk carcass, but he's not going to go for it. He knows he hunts better when he's hungry, and so instead he's going to look for an elk or even a bull elk to possibly take down. I did roll for difficulty when I was making and creating the game, and I did roll a 3, so he is going to have a little harder time today. But that doesn't mean he couldn't potentially take down a bull elk, and that's what he's looking for. He's found one he likes and he's going for it. Unfortunately, he does have a minor injury now, but he's not going to let that stop him. He's doing well on this bull elk, other than that. He's dodging with ease. He's trying to let the bull elk run so that he can get to his legs. The elk has fallen. Bovar has blessed him with this easy kill now. Eartha may be fighting by giving him just a little bit harder of a time, but Bovar has not forgotten her champion. And there you have it. He can tell that other wolves are close by, so he's gonna make sure he fills up before they get here. He hasn't decided if he wants to fight them or not. He still has finding a mate on the brain, and that's more important to him than anything. This is so odd. So Steigander is actually trying to find these wolves, and these wolves keep running away from him. Interesting, he's already gotten 3 wolves to run. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a pause. I'm gonna roll as a group because I feel like the 3 of them together would actually make the decision. So here we go. So Steigander may have to kill one of these wolves. Well, in a sudden twist of fate, when he went to attack the wolf to try and kill it, the other 2 decided to rally and they turned against Steigander and he was chased off, gaining a leg injury in the process. So it seems like Eartha is still fighting back a little bit. These wolves, even though they were scared at first, they decided to stand up for their pack mate, and Steigander was taken by surprise. So now he's injured, and he doesn't get a pack point. So with his wounded leg, he's going to decide that rest is needed. He may be evil and striving for war, but he does understand the purpose of rest. He's had a full night's rest. He's gonna go feed on that bull elk that he killed and then probably rest some more. And then he must go kill another. A bear, of course. He's playing the game of follow me, bear, getting the bear to chase him away from the carcass. It seems to have worked, but the bear hasn't necessarily backed down. It's just decided to wait its turn, but Steigander doesn't really care. With the minor leg injury healed, Steigander's feeling well enough at least to track elk, and so that's what he's going to do, is see if he can't find a herd. He might not be able to take down a bull elk this time, but he still feels the desire to hunt and keep his body strong. He doesn't want his muscles to lose their mass from all of this resting. And so even though his other injury is still ailing him, he's going to make an effort to go hunt. So Steigander's come across a den right underneath an old shed where humans used to live. He doesn't really like the smell of human. It kind of gives him a sense of disgust and hate. And so he probably will not be staying in any dens in relation to human buildings. He's found himself another herd. He's going to check them out for a moment. He sees many calves. A couple of them had been laying down. He is going to check out this bull to see how healthy he is. He knows that the males are usually weaker after rutting season because they fight each other so often. But his leg injury is slowing him down quite a bit. He's just going to have to be fortunate enough to catch an elk that falls. He found a calf that was weak and must have fallen. The mother had abandoned it. And it was a very easy takedown for Steigander, which was all he really needed. He feels even more confident in himself. He's taken down the strongest and the weakest of his favored prey, and he feels good. He feels ready. But he does want to rest that leg. Any show of weakness to a mate could mean that he gets a lesser mate, and so he wants to heal, so he has the best options available. Dispersals have found him. He isn't healed and isn't at his best, but he will humor their arrival. It looks like we have a couple of wolves from the Ghost Pack. Both are 3 stars, and I will admit I do not think that Steigander is going to take any less than a 4-star mate. Perhaps he feels and hears that they aren't good enough immediately, and so he will move on. Another set of dispersals are coming up, and Steigander's decided he's going to sit as soon as he sees him to try and hide this leg injury. That way he gets the first moment to check them out. So this is the Renegade Pack. We have a 1-star and a 2-star. That's even worse than the Ghost Pack, and so he will move on. Whew. Steigander woke up to 5 males right where he was sleeping, trying to court 1 female. He knows when he's outnumbered and he left, which is smart. He can't let this leg injury keep him down, and so he's leaving them behind. Plus that, they aren't really his goal. It's annoying and it's frustrating and it's a hit to his pride. But this leg injury is bothering him a lot more than they are. The first snows have arrived to Yellowstone, marking that Steigander is running out of time very soon if he doesn't hurry. He's following the trail of some other dispersals that he heard howling in the distance in hopes that these aren't the same ones he's just run into. And here we have the avalanche females. I already see a 4-star and a 1-star, and whatever this middle girl is, I can't tell. Also a 1-star, but a 4-star, that could be something. She's a little older, which he actually likes. Older could mean stronger, but older without a male could also mean a failure. So he's going to put on a little bit of a show, just to kind of coax her out of her shell, but he still wants to show his confidence. She does like to sing, so he will howl. She isn't lying down, so this is a good sign. She's playful. She doesn't seem to like his confidence very much, though, which is a bit concerning. Okay, let's see. She's a bit shy. She's very pretty, I will give her that. Steigander has no interest in these other females. He's just gonna walk right past them. He really wants to win the affection of this one. But she's not liking his confidence right now. He's going to be a little brave and try a nose sniff. Wow, she has beautiful amber-colored eyes. She's honestly stunning with the dark right here underneath her eyes. He's going to attempt a chin rest. He's doing this actually to check her size and her muscle, but she's taking it as a sign of affection. So it's working both ways for Steigander right now. A bit manipulative on his part. But he's pleased so far. He wants to give her a chance. He's going to encourage her one last time with a small lick, checking her teeth if they're in good condition. And she's quite taken with him. And so we're going to give her a chance. But we're going to put her through a lot of tests. I didn't really realize how big Steigander was until he was next to this female. This female is so small. Oh my gosh, look how small she is. She's so small and cute. He is huge. Oh my gosh. Sorry, just this stark contrast of size, which could mean that she's not very strong, and that could be something that possibly tells Steigander she's not the one, but we'll see what happens. That will have to wait until the next episode, however, because I am all out of time. We have started our first villain playthrough, and I'm actually pretty excited to see where this goes with this possible potential mate, if she's a good mate, or not good enough for Steigander. If you liked this video, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell so you are notified when I post any episodes on my channel. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for the continuation of Steigander and this mysterious female that he's decided to give a chance. Bye!